Excuse me? Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Hey, what's up, and hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Kennedy. I'm a vintage curator and seller, and today we are thrifting. It is a rainy Sunday, so I'm hoping it's pretty chill in here. I'm hoping the finds are out and there's not a lot of people. The parking lot is very much empty. I pulled up an hour after opening and there's a front row spot, which I'm parked in right now. So I feel like that's a good sign, and it's one of my favorite thrifts to kind of hit. So fingers crossed for the good vibes. We are thrifting for winter. Obviously it's like cold outside now. And then I also have some style bundles I'm trying to finish up. So we are looking for things for that. So let's not waste any more time and let's get in there.
I really love a guest bag. Like, this hardware is so cool, but this is so plain. I just wish there was more going on. How do you guys feel about clutches? I love the idea of them. I think they look so chic. Just kind of being held in your hand or like underneath your shoulder. But the fact that I would have to hold this 24/7 would drive me crazy. Like, I would accidentally leave this somewhere. But this looks so good, especially with that silver. Ugh. Excuse me? Like, are you freaking kidding me? I love boots, and they are in my size. I'm shook. This jacket and coat section is a joke. I'm a little offended, but I'm gonna let it slide because I already found those really cute boots. I saw this and I was like, oh, so cool. Like, that's a really sick bleach dye job. I used to do this all the time, like during COVID. Then I turned it around. Oh, I don't think I can wear that. Never mind. But how cool would that have been? The way I just recorded a whole 4-minute clip showing you some of my stuff and explaining the direction I'm trying to go with my vintage shop, and I did not have my mini mic on, so none of it got recorded. You can hear nothing. Anyway, we're gonna try this again. I did go through the men's section. I couldn't actively record and show you what I was finding as I found it, just because the boys started coming out and there were a lot of people over there, and I was like, this is too much for me. So I found my little corner in the boys section, like the little boys section, and I'm gonna show you what I found. We have a little stack of sweaters here. Nothing too crazy, just good, vintage, staple pieces. This is the first one. I just love the brown color, and it actually does have a little bit of texture in there, which I love. And I have this oatmeal one. Again, it's this one's cotton, 100% cotton. Again, with the texture to give it some more interest. Love. We have this Lacoste one. This chocolate brown color is everything to me, and just the little logo hit, love. And then the last thing I picked up is this black, okay, cooperate, is this black kind of Henley sweater. It's a 100% merino wool, made in Italy. Love. And the only other thing I picked up in the men's section is these jeans. They are kind of the baggier Y2K silhouette, which I know I've already said I'm kind of trying, there we go, kind of trying to steer away from, but I just love the wash of them, and I think they're gonna have a good fit. There's no crazy embroidery on them, there's no rips, holes, or stains, and I think if styled correctly they could look really nice, without having to scream Y2K, you know what I mean? I haven't figured out what I want to do with my vintage shop for the girls, because it's really just going to be an extension of my personal closet. So it's if I wouldn't have it in my closet right now, I'm not thrifting it and I'm not putting it in my shop, you know what I mean? And I'm doing this for multiple reasons, just because one, I'm getting older and I feel my taste has changed. My frontal lobe has formed completely, and the way I'm dressing is kind of giving a rich hot auntie, and that's the embodiment that I want to have for myself. And I want my shop to kind of match my energy, just because right now I'm doing a lot of Y2K stuff, and I just feel too old to be selling baby tees and apple bottom jeans and Bobby Jack and all that stuff that I was wearing when I was, 12. I can't do it anymore. And it's to the point where like I have so much of it in my shop and I hate looking at my inventory and I don't like that. So I'm making the switch. And for the boys, I'm like just trying to figure out how I want to make the switch for them. They're a little harder because obviously like I can't just pick out what I would put in my closet for the boys too. So I'm thinking I would just act like Barbie and Ken and pick out things I would want my hypothetical man to match my energy with, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. This was easier the first time I recorded it. It came out flawlessly, and now I'm overthinking it. And I'm just hoping my mic is on this time for real. I did see the green light, but like, you just never know. Technology, man. I'm still getting used to this thing. Let's move on, though. Look how precious this little slip skirt is. The ribbon and like the embroidered flowers underneath here. Oh my goodness. I don't think I showed you guys these. Look. Oh my gosh. Tell me these aren't stunning. Like these match the energy. I'm not crazy about the plaid, but I can get over it. Look at that. They're like barely even used. They're Carlos. Yeah, Carlos by Carlos Santana. They make some beautiful shoes. They kind of remind me of Gucci, and I think it's just because of that clasp on the toe and kind of the colorway, but oh my goodness. These are my size. What size are you? Okay, I found the size, and luckily they're a size too big for me, so someone will get these beauties. Oh my gosh. These are so sexy. I love them. I can't stop thinking about them. Between these and the boots, I mean, come on. And they're like different sizes, so these are two different like queens that donated these, which is crazy. For monetization's sake, I really hope you cannot hear the music, but they are absolutely jamming in here. It's actually kind of crazy, and I'm kind of vibing with it. I just found myself like shaking my butt a little bit. I was like, oh girl, weird. Focus. Lock in, girl. Some overalls. But I'm not picking those up anymore, which is again so sad. But I have to do what's good for the brand, and overalls just do not fit that brand. You see what I mean? Like I'm jamming, like I'm enjoying it. Okay, these are more modern, but they're White House Black Market, which is a good brand. Which it's crazy. I know I'm like my frontal lobe is developed because I used to think this was like a mom store and it wasn't like cool at all, and I would hate when my mom would bring me in there. But apparently my mom was onto something. Anyway, look at these. They're like a white pinstripe pant. They've kind of got like a wider leg to them. They have pinstripes. Can you see that? Hopefully you can. And look at the back pockets. You guys know I'm a sucker for a good back pocket. Not only the contrast stitching, but there are like the invisible ones. So your butt's gonna look really good. My goodness. Are they missing a button? No. They're missing a freaking button. I was so considering, even though these are more modern, I was so considering getting them for myself. They are missing a button. They could just take them somewhere and have them switch the buttons out. And just put like regular black buttons on. They don't have to be anything special. I think I'm gonna do that because these are so good. These make me feel like I need to be like, you know what it makes me feel like? Truthfully, this makes me feel like I need to be at a Grand Prix in Monaco. This and a red top for Ferrari because I'm a Ferrari girl. Please, Charles and Lewis, like dream team. Honestly, I do love Carlos though. I'm talking about F1. If you don't know F1, this is not going to make any sense. But I think I'm going to get these. I think I just convinced myself in real time. Okay, here's a better look at those white, like wide leg pants that I was just trying to show you guys and convince myself to get. These are the buttons currently on them. I think if I just switch them out for some black ones, I'll be like, okay. There are those. As you can see, they have like a little bit of a wider leg silhouette, which I love. I think it's really flattering on me. And I actually found these as well. I love this this waistline. And fun fact, I actually have these exact pair, and they're one of my favorite pair of jeans. So to find them in another size is so good. I always get so many compliments when I wear these. They fit so good. So that's where we're at right now with the pants. Wait, let me finding another of the exact same pair I just showed you guys. Okay? Period. Okay, but look at these cutie little Y2K babies. The rhinestones down the leg. Little boot cut action. Nothing crazy on the back. A little tame, but I feel like they were worth showing off. I was drawn to them simply because of the wash. And then I was like, oh, these are not what I'm looking for. But this is kind of cute for those girlies. Alright, but these little express babies are more my speed. I love the wash of them. They have a slight fade. Good flare at the bottom there. These with a little boot coming out the top or bottom would be so good. Classic. You guys, I just hit like the biggest dry spell. I showed you guys those vests, and like that was the beginning of the end. Didn't even realize it until now. It's been like 45 minutes since I recorded that last clip. I went through dresses, no luck. Sweaters, no luck. Long and short sleeve blouses, no luck. Where else did I go? Tank tops, no luck, which I expected because it's like winter and they hardly ever put any of that stuff out anymore. I did pick up a couple other pieces, but I think it was like one of those things where it's been so long since you've grabbed something, you're like desperate. You're just like, is it cute? Is it not cute? I don't know. Just throw it in the cart so you can feel something. I'll show you those pieces in a bit, but I think we are about done in here. I no longer go through like the activewear stuff or the hoodies or like the kids section just because that doesn't resonate with my brand, and I'm really trying to stay to that and be really picky about my stuff. So it's a love-hate thing, cutting out certain areas that I used to love going to, but I have to keep our eyes on the prize. Let's see if we can find like a corner too. Not that one. The corner to go through our finds, make our final decisions, and get out of here. So I'm getting really hungry and thirsty. I need a Diet Coke. All right, let's do this. Fair warning, these are kind of wild card pieces. Like I said, I was getting a little desperate. I'm going to show you, okay? This is a safe space, right? Okay. This is the first piece. You guys know I am a poncho princess till I die, okay? I love a good poncho. This one's very neutral. If you couldn't tell, I'm very much a neutral girly, and I like this one, obviously because it's neutral, but it also has a lot of texture in there. And this one actually has a hood. I don't have any ponchos with a hood, and I feel like I need one. But the only reason I'm hesitating on this one is like the bottom here. I don't know what happened, but like the fringe is really messed up. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. It's like not even on the other side. And I don't know what's really going on here, but I don't feel like dealing with it. I mean, I could probably just cut the pieces off, I guess, but I don't want to like mess it up. I don't know. I feel like I'm hesitating too much to get it, but like I do really like it. The color, the texture, right up my alley. This one right here, this is kind of like a bolero situation. And I like how it's like, I don't even think this is technically crochet. Knitted? I don't know. Someone who's good with the sewing stuff, let me know what this is technically called. But I don't know how I feel about boleros. I've never worn one. Don't know if I like them. I've seen them on other people, and I'm like, it's kind of like 50-50 on whether I find them, I almost said attractive, which is not the right word. I don't know whether I think they're fashionable, stylish, whether I like them personally. I can't tell. But I really love the texture of this one. I love the fact that it's like a crochet moment. It does have kind of like a wider arm. They are 3/4 sleeve, which again, not crazy about. But I do like the wider sleeve. I like the color. I like the texture. I like the idea of it. And how like this would kind of be a little ruffly. I just don't know because I've literally never worn one. And I don't really like the whole like 2000s version of it where you wear like a tank top. I don't really like that look. And the only other time I've seen one like really worn is like over a dress. And I don't know if I like that either. So I might have to leave this one, but I feel like it's so cute. It might be one of those pieces like I just say screw it and we play with it and see what happens. It's only $129, or I'm dyslexic, $169. Like maybe it's worth it to play around with at like $2. I feel like it's worth taking a risk for. Could be crazy. But speaking of crazy, this, I don't know if this color looks good on my skin though. That's my only thing. It's kind of like I don't know, it's not like my skin technically. But this definitely has like more of an olivey undertone. I don't know. I just can't tell if I think I would look good in it. Personally. I feel like if it were a different color, like black or like a charcoal gray, even a cream, I would be into that. Look at it. Okay, so it's a mock turtleneck situation, or like a short sleeve turtleneck situation, which I really love these. But the back is open and it just ties, so it's kind of like a halter situation, which look really good on my body because I have like really broad shoulders, and something about a halter, I don't know, it's flattering there. So I was really drawn to this for that, and the fact that it does have an open back. But it's like, where do you wear that? This is modern, by the way, it's not vintage, so this would definitely be a personal. But like, where do you wear that? It's a sweater material with a nice open back, and then it even has a keyhole once it's like fully tied up. Like, is this a spring piece? And you wear it with like some linen like pants and a cute sandal? Like, I feel like that's where I'm getting drawn to wear it. But again, I just don't think this would do anything for my skin tone. So I think I'm going to leave it for that reason. But I feel like it's so cute. I think I want to find something similar online and maybe like a different color. But yeah, those are my 3 pieces. My wild card pieces at least. You guys saw this, like, stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. Who doesn't love leopard print? Like, hello. And it's leather. So good. So definitely getting that. I do like this vest. I don't think it's gonna be coming home with me though. Something about this little black piece kind of tying it in, I'm not a fan of. So I think we're gonna leave that too. And then I also saw this just like in passing when I was going to look at the vest. I saw this sticking out a little bit and I was like, oh, that looks cute. What is that? And it's beautiful. I love a cowl neck. I love the like flowy sleeves of it. I love how it's beaded. It is a little semi-sheer, which is a little risky, but honestly, I don't know. I love this. I really do. I think it's really pretty. I wish it didn't have this though, honestly. Like, free the cleavage a little bit. Not like all the way, just a little bit. The more I look at it, the more I think I'm gonna leave it behind. Is that crazy? It used to be part of a 2-piece set. I don't know where the skirt is because it definitely was not in the skirt section because I would have put 2 and 2 together, because one of my favorite things to do at a thrift store is find sets, especially when it's like swimsuit season. There's like a row of tops and there's a row of bottoms. It's like a brain game for me. And I did not see the matching to this, so actually this is definitely going to stay. I think everything else I showed you guys in the beginning, like the pants, the sweaters and stuff, I'm definitely getting. I'm usually pretty good when I go through my cart, or like when I shop about what I'm putting in my cart. There's like a 90% chance I'm gonna get it. Like I'm not just gonna throw anything in there. Okay. Am I gonna regret leaving this, guys? Like, am I gonna regret that? I just feel like it looks so crazy at the bottom. No, I'm gonna leave it. I am gonna get the black, like, little bolero situation, see what we can do with that. I think maybe with the tube top it'll be really cute. So I also love a tube top because I love to show like a little clavicle, a little collarbone. To me, that's like one of the sexiest things you can show off. I know I've said that multiple times before, but I'm trying to make sure you guys know what I'm talking about. So I think maybe with like a little tube top situation, we can make that work. If all else fails, I will just sell it. That's one of the perks about being a vintage seller. You can just sell it. You have a platform to do that. Okay, these are going to be my putbacks right here. Getting everything else. I need to make a TikTok though real quick. Actually, I don't know. I keep ranting to you guys. I'm sorry. I think that's why I stopped doing the whole talking in a thrift store thing too. I'm lying. That's not why I stopped, but I'm a yapper. You guys know that. But now that I'm like switching my aesthetic for my shop, I just feel like I don't pick up interesting enough pieces anymore to post them like on my socials. I just don't feel like people are gonna resonate with it. And they're not gonna get views like my other hauls do when I find like the typical Y2K stuff. I'm just feeling, I don't want to say insecure about it. Like I'm very confident in like the stuff I'm picking up because obviously it's stuff like I actually love, and so it's exciting for me making this switch. But I have been building a platform on Instagram for like a year and a half now, and same with like TikTok and stuff. And so switching things up, I'm just like, I'm gonna have to low-key like abandon that original audience and see if I can find my new target audience. And that's like the hardest part about this. And I'm trying to do it like gradually and like slowly pushing out more of this stuff. But I don't know if it's working. My views have kind of been down on my short form stuff. So I'm a little, you know what I mean? That's just how I feel right now. Anyway, let me put these somewhere, make my TikTok, and then we're gonna head out.
The hair is down. Your girl is tired and hungry. Her head hurts. I think it's a hunger headache also. I need to drink more water. But that is going to conclude today's, why does it make my boob look weird? That is going to conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how we're feeling about the mini mic and the small tripod situation. Do we like that? Was this format okay for you guys? Or should we go back to the voiceover? So yeah, talk to me in the comments, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5K by the end of the year, and I have over 1,000 more people to join. I need over 1,000 people to join here, and we're like 2 weeks into December. That's scary. I'm just gonna keep posting though, and hopefully I find you guys. So please join. I have so many other videos. If this one didn't make you want to subscribe, like, watch my last one. Or watch the one before that. Like, just binge my content for a little bit and then make a decision if this one didn't do it for you. Okay, I swear we have fun over here. I do a lot of stuff: thrifting, estate sales, yard sales, style bundles. Like, I'm trying to do more fashion content and like styling myself, but I always just make like such a mess in my apartment when I do that, so I hesitate to do that. I have a closet clean out coming up. I know everyone loves those. I feel like it's perfect timing to like get rid of the old, heading into the new, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping because this is entirely too long of a clip. And I will see you guys next week or tomorrow, because I think I'm gonna be using this for Thriftmas. So see you tomorrow. I love you guys so much. I hope you live a happy, beautiful, wonderful life, and until I see you next. Okay, bye.